Throughout time, speedrunning has evolved from retro games to modern games. But within our own time, no one has ever thought to run something like the introduction to American Dad. American Dad was released on September 6, 2005, and the game itself lay dormant until a couple months ago, when someone started speedrunning the intro to the game. While a normal playthrough of American Dad lasts around 22 minutes, the game has gathered a small cult following, with trying to complete the introduction as fast as possible. This was all started on July 7th, 2009, when YouTube user Live uploaded a video of him running the American Dad introduction, using an exploit where Stan can clip through the floor during the scripted sequence where he jumps out of bed. This in turn allows Stan to skip the window segment, bringing him down to the kitchen, cutting 6.8 seconds off of a standard 30-second playthrough.
The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race. Oh boy, it's swell to say, good morning, USA. Good morning, USA.
But this was only the beginning. This run lay dormant until only a few days ago, when on November 20th, 2019, YouTube user FUCK uploaded a 21.23 second speedrun, exploiting what was thought impossible.
The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race. Oh boy, it's swell to say, good morning, USA. Good morning, USA.
The only issue with this run is that it is being run on a widescreen version of American Dad, which was an Xbox 360 re-release of the game published in 2013. As well as the fact that the newspaper is blank, many accused FUCK of splicing his world record. FUCK fought back, stating that his run is legit, and the newspaper skip causes the textures of the newspaper to not appear. Some still don't think that this run is legitimate, but I implore you to draw your own conclusions. FUCK's story is however not over yet, but attention shifted to another speedrunner who somehow managed to steal the world record. YouTube user Elated Turtle showcased himself running the intro at an astounding 20.89 seconds, demolishing the 23.20 record set by Live.
Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race. Oh boy, it's swell to say.
However, Elated Turtle brought a new move to the speedrun. By positioning Stan on the same x-axis as the newspaper, he can use the floor clip glitch to start the newspaper sequence without having to go through the kitchen family hug segment. As astounding as this is, not many people use this tactic to this day, as more momentum can be gained during the kitchen hug sequence, as well as the discovery of a new glitch. While FUCK found a supposed newspaper skip on the Xbox 360 release, some suggested that it was possible to perform a proper newspaper skip within the GameCube version of American Dad. And although it took some hard work, on November 25th, 2019, YouTube user Apandos performed this speedrun.
Alright, let's do this. Yes, okay, we got that. Alright, here's the hard part.
I
did it! Oh my god, I actually did it! Oh my god, no way! I can't believe I did. Oh my god, right? Oh my god.
There it was, a proper newspaper skip in the GameCube version of American Dad's intro. crushing Elated Turtle's 20.89 seconds with an astounding 19.08 seconds. People started using the newspaper skip within their own speedruns, but another glitch was discovered within the GameCube version only. Twitter user @Scrollboy managed to find a massive breakthrough within the GameCube version of American Dad. By managing to finagle the controller detection, he could skip the cars segment, which was originally thought impossible by high-level players in the game. Scrollboy was just a rookie, but his skills were shown to be no match. Take a look.
Hey guys, Skirleton here, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I made a breakthrough in the American Dad speedrunning community. It's a new trick, but just so you all know, that it can only be done on GameCube and GameCube emulators abusing the controller detection system. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to be dubbing this controller skip.
The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the it's swell to You wasted my time.
Scrollboy managed to demolish the world record, achieving a 15.02 seconds instead of the 19.08 seconds made by Elated Turtle. With this discovery, Scrollboy single-handedly created the GameCube percent category within the American Dad speedrunning leaderboards. But what about the other versions of American Dad? There's 4 different categories within the American Dad speedrunning community. Any percent, which is ran on the Xbox 360 version, or GameCube without using the car cutscene controller skip. GameCube percent, which is only when using the car cutscene controller skip. New percent, which is used with the updated intro featuring the character Roger in the car cutscene, and Joe percent, which is a sort of New Game Plus version of American Dad, which model swaps stand for the Family Guy character of Joe Swanson. This is its own percent, as Joe has his own clipping methods, which make him slightly faster than Stand. Although, what happened to the speedrunner FUCK? The speedrunner FUCK managed to hold the world record for any percent on the Xbox 360 version of American Dad, running an impressive 9.05 seconds. Although again, people believed he spliced his video, he explains his whole method within the description. Let me break it down for you. In the first level, by a very precise combination of button strokes, you can skip part of the camera zoom, warping you directly through the window. For some reason, when this happens, it triggers something in the game's code that completely skips the family hug level when you do the floor clip glitch, taking you directly to the front door. By simultaneously mashing the A and Y button, jump and draw a weapon respectively, you are able to completely bypass the salute, allowing you to immediately grab the newspaper. If you get the timing frame perfect by moving your directional stick forward and backward while mashing up on the D-pad, enter vehicle, you can skip reading the newspaper and allow yourself to teleport directly to the outside of the passenger door of Stan's Jeep. By frame perfectly pausing the game twice before you enter your vehicle, it for some reason sets you back approximately 2 frames, thus putting you into a save state which allows you to completely bypass the town level. This is still for the most part explainable. Once you reach the CIA office by a simple button combination of Once you reach the CIA office by a simple button combination of D-pad up, down, A, Y, and R trigger, you can immediately exit the vehicle, allowing you to complete the last level almost seamlessly. It seems that FUCK has a long road to go before he gains back his once-loved reputation. And that, however, brings us to the end of American Dad's speedrunning community. FUCK now holds the any percent record, with Scrollboy holding the record for GameCube percent. Joe percent is debatable, as many people call it 100%, or just consider Joe to be a texture swap. It still is certainly debatable, but any Joe% speedruns are considered null and void. The only legitimate... Joe% is debatable, as many people call it 100% or just consider Joe to be a texture swap. It is debatable again, but any Joe% speedrun is considered null and void, and any percent and GameCube% are the only legitimate categories. I hope you learned something new today. As for me, I'm retiring starting immediately. Maybe I'll come back if a breakthrough happens, but this will be my very last speedrunning video, and I wholeheartedly apologize. Thank you for watching, though. If you want some different content, please subscribe, and don't forget to like and share so that I can finally feed my starving, malnourished lemurs. Turns out without food, they cannot move it. Thank you, and have a day.